So if you guys were not aware, the OGN tournament had a little trailer, and they revealed that the new Warden class is actually going to be available to the Lin race pretty soon. So let's watch a little trailer and talk about this. Hear the freaking fangirls freaking out. Alrighty. Overall, I'm not really surprised since they've done it with the Gunslinger where they release it in North America and Europe and all the other regions for like non-Lin race, and then after a couple months they release it for the Lin race because it's a really smart idea to make it a lot of money, because if it was available at the start, everyone would just make it for the Lin race. But what they do is they release a really strong OP class, everyone plays it, and then people all want it for the Lin race, and then they release it later on a couple months down the line, and then everyone buys a race change voucher, which is almost around $20. It's a really smart tactic to make a lot of money. But honestly, if they're doing this, I just feel like at this point they should make classes available for any race, because like let's face it, if you can have a little Lin with a giant greatsword on their back, which makes really no sense in the state of the game, then why can't we have a little Lin with a giant axe on their back and be a destroyer or be an assassin? They have a small little blade. Why can't you be an assassin? Like, it makes really no sense why these other races can't play these other classes. So at this point, just let it happen. I don't really see the point of having the restrictions, because originally it was because of the lore where they'd be like, a Lin can't be a freaking blade master, so-and-so, a Jin can't be a blade dancer because it's part of the race and the lore. But I just feel like at this point they're kind of broken that just because it makes a lot of money. You've seen it with the Gunslinger, you've seen it with the Warden. They'll probably do it with the net class, which will probably be maybe the Archer. They'll probably do the same type of thing. So at this point, just make it for every class, available for every race. That's how I feel about it. And also to kind of expand on the OP new class tactic that they do, you'll notice that what they'll do is they'll release the new class. It's very hyped up, and it's very OP and powerful. And I don't think they do that by mistake. I don't think they're just like, oh, let's release this class that has super OP stats, very powerful skills, and they don't know that it's not going to be balanced with the other classes. I think they do it because everyone jumps on the ship of the new class hype and how powerful it is, and then slowly, after a couple months, they release nerfs to it and make it weaker and weaker to where it's more balanced with the other classes. And I feel like that will be the case with the Warden class, in my opinion. So really, like, if you're playing the Warden class right now just because you feel like it's brand new and it's broken and it's OP, because it's very OP and powerful right now, it's way too easy to tank and beat surviving boss attacks and abilities, and your DPS is insane. Like, this is way too strong for a class, and I guarantee you after a couple of months it will get some nerfs and reductions to its probably tankiness and its DPS to kind of fit in with the rest of the classes. So if you're only playing it because it's OP right now, I really don't recommend that, because you're going to regret it later down the line. I could be completely wrong. Maybe they just give it a little slap on the wrist like they did to the Gunslinger, where they give it a little bit of a quote-unquote nerf, but they buff it at the same time, aka Fire Gunner build, where they nerfed the burst but gave better sustain. But we'll have to see how it turns out. Overall, though, I don't really care if there's a Lin race for the Warden, but just make it for every class now, because we can have a Lin Destroyer, we can have a Lin Assassin, we can have a Jin Summoner. Fuck it, let's do it, at this point. So let me know what you guys think about all this, and see you guys in the next video real soon.